Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time for another 3D live stream. I'm back. And give me a thumbs up if you can hear me, because we got levels on my end, but do we have levels on your end? Y'all, thank you for hopping in with me. Yeah, good to see everybody. Good to see y'all in the chat here. It's been a minute since I live streamed. I think it's been since the last 3D challenge back in, shoot, I think the winter stream in April, maybe? I don't know. It's been a minute, all right? It's been a minute. And a lot has happened in this time. But for y'all just joining me, here's what we're doing today, all right? I'll get into it. We're building Legos in 3D, and we're using a program called Bricklink Studio. It's linked in the description. This is not a sponsored video. I've just been having fun with this software, and I want to show it to you guys. I want to show you how easy it is to create Legos and how much fun it is. As a kid, I was all about Legos, and it's crazy that Legos are still as popular as they were back then, if not more popular. And it strikes a chord with me. It's a blast, really is a blast. And the cool thing about Bricklink Studio is they have, it's free, first off. They have all the bricks ever, all the pieces, going back to the beginning of Lego, to the beginning of time. It's organized very nicely. We'll dive into the program in just a second. But what's cool about it is you can actually do multiplayer. You can have people join your project file and you can build a Lego together. So that's what I want to do with you guys today on the stream. If you guys are on Discord, hit me up on Discord. I'll be checking my Discord DMs. And if you're down to build, then I'll send you a password, essentially. That way I kind of know who's in here. I don't know how many people can do this at once, but I'll be bringing people in, a little bit at a time here. So I'm excited for that. What else? Okay, so it's been a minute, right, since we've streamed together. Scouty's awake for the stream. That's good. That's a good thing. I saw Wondrous was up in here a little bit ago. A lot has happened in the last month or so since we've last chatted. I can get into all that kind of throughout the video, but I just got back from Japan about 2 weeks ago. I took a 2-week break with my wife. We were there for our first year anniversary. It was incredible. And what I'm doing here is directly inspired by the places and all the places that we went to in Japan. So first off, how did all this come about? I found this book, The Lego Engineer, and it is an incredible book. Look at all these fun little micro builds. I'm specifically going for what's called micro scale Legos. There's minifigure scale, where the minifigure is like, the size of the thing you're building, where skyscrapers can be this big. And then there's micro scale, which this is all micro scale. Obviously a cruise boat like this is, that's pretty tiny. That's pretty tiny. I guess I have an example here. Let me show you. So I got this a while back. You can tell by all the dust on it, but this would be considered a micro scale Lego. And this actually, this is Tokyo, right? Mount Fuji, Tokyo Tower, a couple other buildings. We got like Shinjuku here, temples, little pagoda on the end here. And you see how it's just made from like the most basic pieces, the minimal amount of pieces. And that's what I'm going for. Like, look at these sakura trees. Look at these little trees. They're so cool. And it's awesome because you can go from this program, from Bricklink Studio, straight into Blender, straight into C4D, etc., etc. But back to this book. So this book is full of like all these really awesome builds here, and they're all these micro builds. And they go through like different architectural kind of feats of the world, and they teach you how to build it too. There's instructions. Oh, by the way, I bet you this book was made with Bricklink Studio because you can actually make instructions. You can export instructions for your builds here. It's ridiculous. This program is so cool. Again, not sponsored by Bricklink Studio, but yeah, I just discovered all this stuff on my you know, exploring Legos and stuff. So what we're gonna be doing, let me switch over here. This is Bricklink Studio, right? We'll get into it. All the bricks ever, right? We got tons of stuff. It's very simple. It's very, very simple. Right, and you just have a good old time building whatever you want. So specifically, I'm building some stuff from my trip, all right? So I have all this stuff saved out. I got a ton of references down here on different versions, different Lego builds. But yeah, the idea is like I just want to recreate some of these spots out of Legos and go for specifically like little mini ones, mini versions. I'll show you what I have so far. Let's load up one of these guys. Okay, there's an altar here. So this one is kind of, you know, this is the reference, right? Each one of these little altars with a little flower and some ceramics next to it on some rock that's kind of mossy, right? So I tried to build this out in the most, yikes. I tried to build this out in the most minimal version possible with different Lego pieces, right? And of course you can choose the color in here, and you can even render out of this too, which is super cool. Let me see if, where's the render section? Here we go, render, boom. Render, yeah. Whatever, save that to the desktop. You'll see, it's really cool. Look at this. It's like HDRI and everything. Nice little shiny bricks. And it's free. It's free. It's so cool. Again, not sponsored. Linked down below so that you guys can hop in with me. But you get the idea. Let me show you another one that I did. We did, oh, so this is from this book, right? The Lego Engineer. I put this together based on instructions from this book, and yeah, it's just like a little Japanese train, the Shinkansen, the bullet train, going through the countryside. What else do we have? Oh, so we were doing, I was hopping in with Sam, the guy, the 5th place winner from Endless Engines, and we were building together and trying to get different versions, and we did this this little binocular thing. You know, there's like a lookout on top of a mountain. We did this one based off of this guy right here. And it took us like 15 minutes. And we were just throwing down parts, and that's what I want to do with you guys. That's what we'll do today, is we'll have you guys in here. If you want to build with me, hit me up on Discord, okay? If you go to my Discord server, it is also linked below. You'll find me on there. You'll find me on the server. Just DM me, and then I'll give you a password when it comes time to start adding people to all this stuff. And then we were going for this lantern. We were trying to figure out this lantern. Where's that lantern at? Yeah, here we go. This guy. Right, so trying to figure out the most miniature, minimalistic build for these things. What else do we have? What else do we have? We'll get building here. Oh, these vending machines. Yes, I put these vending machines together, and these were based off of tutorials from YouTube, as well as a book that I found at the bookstore called like I think it was called, it was like 100 Lego ideas or something like that. I also have links for you guys reference-wise in the description below for different websites that have been really cool. I think there's a website literally called Lego Ideas, where you can like pitch your different Lego ideas and whatnot. But I want to do, yeah, I thought these vending machines were cool. Oh, another crazy thing about Bricklink Studio is you can actually check out. You can hit like export or buy all these pieces, because Bricklink is a website. It's like secondhand Legos, and you can buy the individual pieces for every Lego ever. So you can put your idea together in Bricklink, you can check out and pay for the parts, and it'll put the shopping cart together for you, and then it'll ship you all the Legos, and then you can build it yourself for real. So that's about the coolest thing in the world. Vending machines, yes. And look, they even got little drinks inside of them too. Isn't that sweet? Oh, so awesome. So much fun. And of course, you can export this to C4D. You can export this to Blender and whatnot. There might even be a Blender plugin for this program. What else? I feel like there was one more. I'm working on this one. I'm trying to figure this one out. This one's tough. Maybe this is one that we could do on the stream together. But it's this guy. We went to a sumo tournament, right? And you can kind of see the sumo guy chilling down here. But they had this giant Shinto shrine above I think it's called the doyo or something. It's basically the clay dirt area where they fight on. And this is like already looking cool, super blocky. I'd love to build this out as minimally as possible. Yeah. Let me see. I know I got more. Hold on. Let's see. There was a shrine I had. Oh, the Zelda shrine. Yeah, this one. It's just a rock and a couple lanterns. Right? From this one here. And this one was my first one. This took me the longest. Right? But it's super fun. Really, really awesome. Let's do a quick render. And then we'll start building. I'll get into something. I don't know what I'll build yet, but let's look at the chat here. How you guys doing? What's going on? It's been a minute. Oh man, that's a great idea. Custom Christmas gift. I like that. I like that a lot. And no, it's not $300 for 5 pieces. The pieces cost like 1 cent, 2 cents. Some pieces, really expensive pieces, might cost $1 or $2. But you know, so it's actually not that bad. But yeah, this is awesome. Let's build. Let's pick a new file here. I'm just rotating with, you know, left click, right click, middle mouse button. It's pretty standard. On the left, we have all of our bricks laid out here, and I'll kind of talk you guys through everything as we do this. But it looks like we have one guy. We got Scouty, who's down to build some Legos. Hang tight, Scouty. We'll get you in here. Let me see. Bricklink. Let me sign in. Give me a second here. I just want to make sure you guys aren't stealing my essence. Come on now. All right, sweet. All right, we're logged in. We got Bricklink going. Let's do build together. All right, so the ID, we're gonna get a password. Message me on Discord. I will drop you the password as needed here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and host this. Your session's been created. Friends can join you using your ID and session password. Awesome. All right, let me get started on my own, and then we'll bring some people in. Again, if you want to join me, hit me up on Discord. I'll share the password with you guys. Yeah, we have. I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to do like this building here, this archway? Do we want to do a train like this, perhaps? Do we want to do this thatched roof? Let's leave it up to a vote in the chat. And I know we can do a vote thingy. Start a poll. Let's do a poll. And we're gonna vote for which Lego should I build? And let's go ahead and add 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's confusing. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. And then I'm going to line these up. The train will be 1, the roof will be 2, the bridge will be 3, and let's do this little lantern thing as 4. Okay. So here are your options. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll figure out which one we want to build. There's the poll going up on the chat. Take a look, vote for it, and we're gonna build out one of these. Oh, y'all are about that train, huh? A functional house. A functional house. That's so funny. Oh, one other thing you guys will need is a Bricklink account. That's it. But very simple. You know, just email, password. Oh. All right. Looking like the train is winning right now. But that bridge, the bridge is coming up. We'll give it a couple more minutes. No, not a couple minutes, that's too long. Let's do the train, guys. Let's do the train. All right. So, how are we going to do this? I'm gonna bring in Scouty here, and he's gonna help me build this train, okay? So Scouty, I'm gonna send you the password on Discord. That's the password, and I think this is the ID. I think. And let me go ahead and dock this for you guys. Yeah, something like this. There we go. So Scouty, if you go to Bricklink and you go to build together, you should be able to go to join, and you should type that stuff in, and you should be able to just drag bricks out. And oh, there you are. Yeah. Okay. Scouty's in. Sweet. All right. So we got to build this train. Let me send you the reference image so you have this. There you go. Got you the reference on Discord. All right. So I guess we have like a train car, and we have a front train car, a middle train car, and a back train car. And obviously this thing is like super blocky. And we want to make it as small as possible with an inside of some sort still, because it would be cool to like shine a light through the glass and have that doing its thing. So like if we look at let me see. If we look at like the Shinkansen and how this train is done in this book, we can look at some good reference. Let's see. Here we go. So in this book, basically, it's just like one strip of the clear Lego that acts as the window. So we're gonna have to figure this out. How are we gonna do this? So if you search in the search bar, you can go like 3 by. No, let's go to plate. All right, we want a plate, and we want a 3 by something, maybe 3 by 10 plate. And like the hardest thing is figuring out what to look for and what the name of the piece is. Oh, maybe there's not a 3 by 10. Maybe 3 by 12. 3 by 8. Is there no 3 by plate? We could do 4 by something. 3 by 3 perhaps? So we can bring out a couple of these. And if I hold Alt, I can like kind of duplicate as I go back like this. Right? And even like this could be the front train car. You know, it could be that long or something. But Scouty, feel free to go through here and throw out any pieces you think would work for this train. And then we can figure out, we can kind of like assemble those pieces once we have some pieces we think could work for this thing. How is there not a 3 by? We can go to plate here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't go for. I guess there's not like a Lego piece that goes further than 3 by 3, but that's fine. That's fine. Window pieces, so or brackets. I feel like. Sweet. Yeah, you can just throw it around there. Throw it around the work area, and we'll figure out. Because I know there's like a window piece. What was it called? I swear it was like a bracket or something. Panel. Yeah, it was one of these guys. Pretty sure. But I feel like you can go even smaller with this thing. Or is that as small as we're getting? Is this guy right here? If you want to rotate pieces, it'll be the arrow key. So you select it, arrow keys will rotate, and then you can move a piece up and down, left, right with W, A, S, and D. Three by 3 is tough. The micro scale thing is difficult. And yes, this is engineering now. We are Lego engineering, guys. Building out this Lego as efficiently as possible. Ooh, okay. Maybe we can use this piece as one of like the chains of windows. Because you see how like there's like this long strip of window and then there's this small window piece here. And it looks like there is a window, a long window, and maybe 2 door windows perhaps. So we could do like search for brick And we could find a 1 by, I don't know, a 1 by 6 and rotate it around. You know, maybe a 1 by 4 or something. Get that guy on top here. I wonder, so what you can do, you can select a piece and you can go to replace. And you can find pieces that are similar. This isn't giving us a suggestion that we like, but so let's take this to all pieces. We can go back to panel. We see if there's a longer, yeah, there's 1 by 4. Yeah, so boom, replaced it with that. And then we go back to insert. Right, so we can make these different colors. So if I go up here and I type in transparent clear, right, that'll be a window. And then we can go in here and we can color these different ones, like, you know, type in gray, and we can do a light bluish gray like that for this piece. And it looks like there's like strips of orange down this thing. We can work that in later perhaps, but for now, I'm just gonna select all these with control, and we can color these the right color here. I'm gonna select all this too. You can just drag a box around it. Hitting WASD, I'll hit S to just bring it back down to the work plane. Ooh, all right, yeah, I like these pieces you're bringing out, Scouty. These are good. It's gonna help us with the front of the train. Yeah, if you wanna focus on like figuring out how the front of the train would work, I'll figure out the body of the train. Okay. Let's see. This could be, we could go 4 wide, but we can figure that out in a minute. I'm gonna try and figure out the side of this thing. All right, yeah, okay, let's do like this, like a 1 by 3 here. Come on now. Or maybe it's a 1 by 2. Two of these guys, perhaps. If you hold Alt, it'll duplicate it. Then we can do that on, we can select both of these and do that on the other side. And then perhaps, let's go 1 by, we can do a plate on top of that, 1 by 5. Arrow key to rotate, 1 by 6. Maybe something like that. And then that'll give us kind of real estate to work the roof around. And maybe this piece can be that orange piece that we saw in the reference. I don't like that orange. Yeah, maybe one of these. Sure, that's fine for now. Maybe we go 1 more here. And that way we have room for a door on both sides. Yeah, something like that. So for the door, maybe what we could do, so see how it kind of like indents. I'm wondering if there's a way, is there a piece that does that? I know like these guys go in a little bit, right, as you can see, but as soon as you put like a panel on top of that, you're kind of back out again. What's this piece? All right, Nath. Let's see. Let's check this ID. We got a piece suggestion. Oh, interesting. This piece for, what are you seeing that for? Maybe the front or something? You can see that as like a front piece. Or as the top of the train, maybe. If you guys got suggestions, feel free to hop in with us. I see y'all suggesting stuff in the chat. If you want to join me, Bricklink Studio is free. You just make an account, hop on Discord, DM me, and we'll see about getting you guys in here. Let's see. We got Chicken NPC chilling. Let's see if we can get another person in here. Yes. All right. My goal here is to get this door going. Let's get a version in. We can always spice it up later, okay? So I'm gonna get a brick in here, another brick, and let's see if that, we just change this to clear, transparent. We'll get that grayed out. Cool. And then we will cap it off in the back with a couple pieces here. Let's see. 1x2, just like that. And then we have the front, okay? So we'll do another one of these guys. We'll copy this over here. This orange piece, definitely, we're gonna be able to extend this further. So we'll go to plate 1x12. Would be perfect, but probably 1x8 or 1x9. Do they have a 9? 1x8 should work. One by 10. And we'll figure out, we'll come back to this because we're gonna figure out what the heck we're doing up on the front side of things. Let me see if I can get this train lifted. There's some underside business going on, and I think I have an idea for it. So let's try the brackets. And if we fit, let's see. Yeah, okay. So we can do stuff like this. We'll flip this around. And I'll throw a tile on it, tile piece. The hardest part again, is learning the names of all these pieces. Once you can kind of get through that, then you're going to be working a lot faster, I promise. I know technically this is supposed to be like indented a little bit more into the train, but again, we'll get the V1 going and then we'll go from there, right? So this piece we can probably just do as black, and then this piece we'll do as a dark gray, dark bluish gray. Yeah, something like that. Cool, and I'm gonna duplicate this a couple times. And I know there's some wheels. I know we can get some wheels going. So let's check our wheel pieces. Let's see what options we have for wheel pieces. And these gotta be some tiny wheels here. So like here's some train business. But that's massive. That is not what we're going for. We might have to cheat the wheel a little bit, but we'll get there. This is closer to what we're going for, and this is supposed to be underneath the train. The wheels are definitely underneath the train, so I think the trick is trying to find a wheel that stays underneath the train and doesn't poke out. I wonder. Let's keep looking. Let us keep looking. I wonder if there's like a single piece that the wheels can connect to. Oh, here we go, here we go. This is literally it. This is it, this is it. I know exactly how to do this. Ooh, I like that piece. Chicken, are you in? So I'm gonna bring out a couple. Oh, are these big? How big are these things? Here we go. This one's a little smaller. I like that. I like that. Either one of these can be good, but I think this is the one. I think if we do, I know exactly. Sweet. All right, so we got 3 people building together right now. We got Chicken and we got Scouty. Awesome. Let's do these as black. Okay, so here's an idea for the wheels. We could do like a little Oh, I like that piece. I like that piece. So yeah, I think right now we have Scouty working on the front of the train. You guys can collaborate on that if you want. Otherwise, Chicken, if you want to try working on the back of the train or the roof, perhaps. See about getting a roof piece going or something. That could be cool. One thing about the front of the train, just make sure the windows here, they align. They're on the same plane, right? So technically, you know, feel free to color your pieces as you guys are going. What else here? What else? Yes. All right. So let's get this guy snapped in. I have an idea for this one. So I believe it will be a modified plate, I think. Modified plate. Yes. Yes. We need these little, this like hook piece. How are we gonna do this? I need to attach this to the bottom of the train. And it's cool because there's so many different ways to go about building these Legos. There's a piece I'm looking for. If you hover over these pieces here, like I want one with the hook. with uclip. Okay, so if I type in uclip, we get all these different ones, and I want one facing up, like this, facing up. Maybe this is the one here. Because basically I'll flip this like that, boom, right? See how it's connected? And then I just gotta connect that to the bottom of this thing. And I think I can do that with like a, yeah, I basically need the smallest possible attachment. We could do a plate round maybe in here. That needs to go underneath. That will go underneath. Yes, this will go underneath. So let's select these guys. There we go. Yo, that works. That totally works. That totally works. Yes. Yes. Color this black. That's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I like that. All right, cool. So I'll keep saying this because, you know, it's fun. Basically, we're all building together. I have two other people here. We got Scouty and we got Chicken. NPC up in here. We're building together. We're building this train. If you guys want to join me, of course, Bricklink Studio is the program we're working in. Got it linked below. You just need to make an account. It's free. It's not a sponsored video. I'm just having fun here. And you guys can hop in. Hit me up on Discord. That's where we're doing this. On Discord is where I'm going to give you the password, okay? I know there's a few steps we're going through, certainly, but yeah, I don't want to just blast the password into the chat here, into the live chat, because who knows what madness will ensue. I think we can delete this guy. We don't need that. I'm gonna work on the bottom of this guy. Whoa. Oh, I need the, okay, so technically there is clipping, and you can turn off clipping or turn on clipping with this little collision button, and that'll make sure that it won't let you do that. It won't let you clip. But I might need to, and god dang it. Ooh, I wonder, okay, this gives me an idea. I wonder if there's a piece like this that goes on both sides. So you can hit replace and go to suggested and see what they have. And it looks like they have a longer one. We don't want that, so I'm gonna undo that. And this is a bracket, so do they have one that goes on both sides? What is this piece? Interesting. What's up, Chillin' Dylan? How you chilling this morning? So we can group this, right? I can select all this, create a submodel, and I'll just call this wheel. And now it's just one piece, right? So we can drag this out. Let me see if I can get this right. There it is. That's the attachment right there. It's a little long. I feel like we can do better, but for now, I'm gonna leave it, okay? There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. Let's release it. And let's see if there's a replacement. No, okay, it's a 1x piece. What is like the smallest piece? I know there was like little connector pieces, or if there's like step down pieces or something. So you have all these color options here, and if you don't want that, you can hit this little Lego head icon, and that will just kind of clean up the library here so that you can search a little bit more efficiently. You don't need to see every iteration of every piece. You just need to see the one piece, you know, every individual piece here. So I'm trying to find like a little step down piece to hook these wheels up to the bottom of this thing as efficiently as possible. And who knows, maybe there's one. I don't know, it might be a Technic piece for all we know. Ooh, I like that roof panel. So this might be a situation, Chicken, where we have to do yeah, 4 wide. Because I think that piece could be cool. Unless you do something like because it has those middle pieces in there. If you could get like a middle strip going, there might be something you could use if you could do a single slope piece. But let's see if I can't figure out this connector. Oh, here we go, here we go. Something like this. Oh, these are cool pieces. I wonder if that could be used for something on the side of the train, perhaps. That is a massive door. It's hard making these like mini Legos. because you really just need to find the right pieces. But it's very fun. These could be good too. For the windows. Oh wow, that's literally, that's just the subway like window. That's incredible. We got Lego ladders. Okay, interesting. Could be a track. Dude, don't tell me this actually fits on this thing. It's crazy. So these actually bend. I'll show you this. You can bring this out, select the bend option. You could take this piece, you should be able to, come on now. There's nothing to insert it into. I guess I don't have the right pieces to insert it into, but you get the idea, right? This can orbit around like that. It's pretty cool. I'm still trying to find a piece to connect this dang wheel to the bottom of this thing with. That could actually work. If this will actually fit underneath the train, which yeah, it can go in there, but I need it to be symmetrical. I would essentially need, okay, that works. I gotta turn collision back on, see if this actually fits in here. Let's go with a plate. Wait a second. Oh, Oh, if that was longer. My goodness, if that was longer. Ah. Oh, I got signed out. I lost my builders. Let's sign back in. All right, builders, we're back. Scouty, chicken. Let's okay, yeah, I'm still streaming that. Cool. So let's see, maybe we can do one of these guys in the middle. This guy goes into that. Come on now. Sometimes it's difficult to like line up these pieces, I'm not gonna lie. Well, you can click it and move it around this way as well. W, A, S, and D. There we go. See, that's way low. That's still like way lower than what I want. Maybe we can turn off the grid, or turn off snapping. And somehow they're still snapping. Okay, that works. And we can throw some wheels on there. That maybe the Technic pieces. Technic. What is it? I know the piece. Here we go. This one right here. Oh, I see. So that's gonna be. What the heck? Snapping should not be on. I don't know why it's on. There we go. So I changed the grid to like finer snaps, and then I think that works. Cool. I think you can select a piece and hit copy and mirror, and it'll go over to the other side. I'm just hitting that D key to get that over. So it's not far off from this one, but honestly, it is a little bit more tucked up and in, which I'm a fan of. All right, let's see. Scouty, are you still with us? I might have to, let's see. Let's do the bottom of this train, organize our pieces, and then I'll probably hop onto the front of this thing. All right, what's this good piece for entertainment? You can put it in the middle of a 3x3 plate. Let's see, 2655 attaches to the wheels. Let's find out. So you can type in the part ID as well. Oh. Oh. That is the one. That is the one. All right, let's get snapping back on. Collision, we can do it legit this time. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get this wheel back. Snap that right. Woo! Dude. Look at that. Look at that. No! Whew. Scary times. Scary times. But that's the move. Thank you. My goodness. Mr. 4 Entertainment, that is the move. All right, let me close this let me close this down and let's reboot for you guys. Let's host it and see if that works. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so I don't know what a train wheel is supposed to look like. I'm gonna look this up real quick. Where are the wheels located on this thing? Here we go. Here's like a nice side view. So it has like 2 wheels in the front, maybe 2 wheels in the back, and the wheels are kind of connected. Okay, got you. All right. Bam. Sweet. I wonder if they have like a 3x of this one here. Also, I need to get it onto the other side. I feel like maybe we should commit to the 4 plate version of this and see if that is possible. Let's give it a shot. So I'm gonna grab this 3x, replace it with a 4x4. Plate. Oh, come on now. Oh, I'm hiding stuff. No, I shouldn't be doing that. V is going to be your select tool. We want to replace that with the 4x4 plate. Boom. There we go. Let's see if we can't reconfigure this over here. You can just select everything, alt drag it over. Alright guys, we got the new train on the behind the old train. Let's see if I can't turn off this grid. Hide the ground. There we go. Yeah, makes it a little easier. Sweet, and then I think that'll actually allow us to use this 2 times here. Yep, and I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure I can scoot this over. Okay, so to figure that out, unless this just goes over like that. Yeah, that could work for now. I have an idea for these bottom bits here. I think we can do a... Let's see, what's going on with this plate right here? All right, let's try and grab like the lantern piece. Boom. Boom. I feel like there was a bigger wheel. And this guy is probably, oh, skateboard, okay. I feel like there was one a wheel that was a little bit larger than this guy. Yeah, was it this guy? Yeah, it's just a touch larger. God dang it. Come on now. Eh. That's the most frustrating part about this program is like trying to get these pieces to connect. All right, so that won't connect to that. I think that's fine. I think we're good like this. Let's maybe grab a little slope piece. Or maybe it's this angled tile. Here we go, yeah, this guy. And we can copy and mirror. Bam. I feel like technically these guys need to be one pushed, one back. So I wonder if I can get these guys to move back by one. Yeah. This guy to move back. This guy moves back. All these guys move back. So it's just kind of like tucked in a little bit more. Something like that, maybe. Also, the front of the train can totally be the back of the train, too. Nice, yeah, that roof piece is cool. I feel like this roof would probably have to end, let's see, slope curved. Slope curved. Yeah, one of these guys. Probably. Ah, okay. Yeah, so we'll do let's see. All right, so we could do maybe just another. Okay, yeah, I'll do 2x2. One by two. There it is. Yeah, and then we'll do let's see, a plate. And there's like an angled plate. This guy. copy and mirror. She did it over there, which is weird. Get that with the orange. Oh, we could probably slip something in the front there. You know, it could just be another plate here. It's fun. We gotta get some lights on this thing. It's the lantern pieces. The lantern pieces. Let's see. So these guys can pop up here, here, and you can just hit it with let's see. Yeah, one of these guys. Boom, boom. And we can do translucent orange. Or red, actually, I think. Yeah, that's cool. That's super fun. I like that. I wonder if we can maybe replace this piece with, say, a bracket. And maybe what we do is we replace this with a 1x1. The 1x version. Let's see. Because it'd be cool to have like a little readout for like where the train is going on the front, you know. It looks like you guys are glitching here. I'm gonna cut the collab build here for a second. Wrap this train out. Let's see. I'm feeling like we can do one of these slope pieces, the 1x piece. Yeah. Here. Boom. I think you can copy mirror, should go over. Yeah, nice. Gray those out. And then let's try a bracket piece. Oh my goodness, this is totally gonna work. Wow. Because then these guys can just go here. Or we can go back to that 2 piece. because it's cleaner. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then we just hit this with like a tile. One by 4 tile, but we turn these on so we can see if there are like certain tiles here that could work for us in terms of like, so we do 1 by 2 tile. And is there like one with text or something? Is there Japanese something or Chinese address? Okay, there's a letter. Maybe we just scroll through these and see what we find. There's this one, which could work. This one maybe. Ah, yeah, okay. Let's try it. Nah. This totally works though. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a little, feels like it's got a giant forehead. And I don't think that works. I don't think that works. If there was... How would you insert that into there? Like, that's a tough one. You'd really have to like, you know, for now I'm gonna leave it because I think this looks great. These are a little low, so I'm wondering if potentially, is there a way to like, maybe do something like this. Grab this guy, flip him around. We should be able to get this guy up in here. Yeah, I feel like that should be proper right there. All right, on tech, let's see. There's a 1x1 plate. Actually, these have little things on them. I could pop that in there. All right, 1x1 plate with a downward side stud. If you have a part number, that could help me. Oh, we got Winbush up in here, and Ronan, and Melanie. My goodness. Wow. Jeez, everyone's up in here. Ah, good to see everybody. It's been a long time. Yeah, Ronan, this software is incredible, man. It's the best. It's really, really fun. Really easy to use. Pretty straightforward. Winbush, so you worked on Lego Batman and Lego Harry Potter back in the day and still got the character models if you want them for the scene. Oh, nice, dude. That's awesome. Winbush, have you ever used this program? I just stumbled on it. I was looking for programs. I know there's a couple of them, but this one's pretty sweet. I really enjoy it. The fact that you can like export to you know, I can show you guys the process too. Let me wrap this train out and then I'm gonna show you how it works. Oh, that's perfect. That's wonderful. Yeah, it would be nice to get one more of these over here. Maybe just a one piece. Let's go for that bracket. I'll get this locked in. Yeah, Winbush is great. It's called Bricklink Studio. If you want to hop in and build with me, you're welcome to. There's like a collab build thing. You just make an account. It's not sponsored or anything. I'm just having fun with it. Yeah, Mecha Bricks. That's the other one. It's browser based. All right, Alex. Let's try this part number. Okay. That's so funny, dude. That's what I was going for. Wow. Yeah. If there's like a corner version of this. Because yeah, basically I get that. I'll grab a 1x1 tile. Pop that there. Color it. Basically like that. See these like angled bracket pieces. Just trying to lock in this front bit. And I think we're locked. Like this maybe, or haha, for sure, Winbush. We'll get it. We'll get it, man. Let's see, Alex. You got the part numbers for me. I appreciate that. Okay, you said just use that on one of these. Wait, that's the same number. Alex, I think that's the same number you just pasted. I need like an angled bracket one piece thing. One on top of the other. It's a bit low though. Unless... No, I can't flip it. I can't flip it. Like, that technically doesn't work. Wish it did. No, but you should be able to have, Alex, are you on Discord? Do you have this downloaded? You should hop in with me. I'd love to see what you mean. What up, Wondrous? Yep, that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I like that. Let's see, is there one of these guys, a shorty version? That's the shorty version, but it doesn't have the pieces I need. It's like a giant foghorn thing. I think this totally works for now, though. That's pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and copy a mirror. Move this over. Bam. And maybe there's a... Okay, I'm thinking about 1x2 plate modified. Where is it? One with like little hook on it. That like central little hook piece. Where are you? Show yourself. It is a modified plate. Yeah, it's this piece. I just don't know if it's necessary though. You could do ooh. This guy, right? So this connects to the other trains in the back. So, do I have room? Ah, don't have room. Unless... Nah, because this all needs to be flat. It's still pretty flat, but dang it, the Lego police are on me. Dude. Yeah, that, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Unless I add like one more, like a 4x5. Do they even have a 4x5 plate? I don't think so. Ooh, you know what? Okay. Do a bracket here. Come on now. Maybe one of these guys. Dude, come on, why? Why? I know technically I don't need to be doing it this legit, but it's fun. I don't know, this is cool. I like this. Let's color this up. Sweet. That is a train. No back window. You can get that. Ah, if we had one more. I know it's possible. I know it's possible. Let me see. Let me see here. Yep, that's the piece we want. Modified plate, alright. I'm gonna lock this in here. And then I should probably move on. I'll show you guys how to export this to C4D. And then we can move on to the weekly challenge. And I'll announce the winners, and then I'm gonna call it because it was a busy week. Filmed a really cool video this week. I think you guys are gonna like it. It's not gonna come out for a little bit, but it's a very fun one. It has to do with some photo scanning. Yeah, and I got a fun little video for you guys in July as well. Halfway through July. Otherwise, you know, we'll catch up here. We'll catch up. Let me wrap this up and we'll catch up. So let's see. Let's do a modified plate. Yeah, we'll grab that guy. Uh, 4x6. 4x6 plate, right? There we go. So let me see if I can use this. Get rid of that. get that guy in there. As far as the reference goes, yeah, here's what I could do. I could take all of this and move all of this over by 2. I'm using WASD to move these around. And then I'll just grab this guy. We'll pop one right in there. And we'll do that again. We'll glass this guy. Keep this guy as gray. Pop that in there. Cool. And then I think I'll probably do this as a full, yeah, just like that. That feels better to me. That's awesome. That way we can have a little bit more roof detail, which I'm a fan of. And I feel like there's got to be a piece in here, a slope piece, that allows us to have something in the middle. Right, like this. Wait, not like this. This is huge. Like this, but way smaller. I guess like this, but the inverse. Maybe it's I don't know, a wedge? Sorry, a slope or something? No, it's not in here. Yeah, I think we should definitely do a Lego themed weekly challenge. I agree with you. That would be incredible. Lego world, and build out your coolest Lego world. I'll put that right on the end there. I guess that will go into that. So I would need 2, what? 2 brackets worth? Or like a bracket and a half? It's a little confusing. I could just copy this whole thing over, and I'm probably just gonna do that. Yes. Yeah, let's copy all of this over. Copy and mirror. We'll drag it on over. Let's just get it on the ground. That's the worst part about this program, is just how annoying it is to place stuff. Is that it? Did I nail it? Ah! Close. Very close. But we can dial it in with W, A, S, and D. Nudge it over. There we go. And then push it back by 1. Yep. And replace this. You can go to replace, bam, with that. But I feel like it needs to be out a little bit more. So maybe we can take all this and goodness gracious, guys. Goodness gracious. Hey. Come on now. How's that? There we go. Can I sneak another one of these in? I think I can. Amazing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, that way they connect, and we can close this up. So we'll do this with one of these. We'll raise it up. I believe this was a L piece. Yep. Get that in there. Duplicate this. Hold Alt. Flip it around with the arrow keys. Get it in place. And we'll close it up with a 1x2 plate. Make sure we're in insert mode. We want, yeah, that 1x2 plate. And then I'll export this for you guys. Technically, this is a door right here, so basically get it in like that. Perfect. That's it, guys. That's awesome. Sweet. All right, so if I want to export this, right? All you need to do is go to File, Export as collada file, right? You can choose to include the Lego logos on it. I don't. Yeah, call this train. And let's open up C4D. And I'll show you what it looks like real quick. Show you how cool it can be. And then we'll hop into that weekly challenge, y'all. Okay, So basically, when you import collada files into C4D, it's jacked up, all right? It's just jacked up. I'll show you what I mean, and I'll show you what you gotta do to fix it. So when you import it, basically, let's see, assets, no. Yeah, okay. So it's saved here, I believe. Train collada file. I bring it in, it opens the collada 1.4 import settings. These settings should be correct. I'll hit OK, and it just brings in the materials. That's it. That's not what we want. Obviously not, right? So here's how you fix it. I have a download link in the description for you. It leads to a really old FBX converter. All right, it's the Autodesk FBX converter. You're gonna download the 2013 64. I have the version number for you, 2013.2. That's also in the description. Download the 2013.2 version, and it's so easy. All you do is you drag the collada file in, and you just hit convert. That's it. You see, bam, made it FBX. Done. Drag the FBX in, and look at that. We got a train. All right, now let's get the scale right. So I'm gonna make a figure, and the figure somewhere in that train, or unless we're like astronomical scale here. Oh, I have to like relearn these hotkeys. All right, boom. We can delete this, the model. Let's get this correct. So the axis center tool, point center, include all children. Nope. Let's not do that. Dude, what? Freaking destroyed. Let's try it again. I'm gonna try it one more time. If I screw this up, execute. Okay, it's not doing it. So we'll hit L, put our coordinates here, flip this 180. And center this up manually. Hitting L will bring up the axis tool. Pressing S is going to snap your viewport to what you have selected. Middle mouse click in your windows will actually pop you in and out of these like 4-panel view. And if you want to hop into perspective, you just mouse over, middle click, and you're in. So we'll zero this out, reset transformation. Let's bring that figure back in. It's way too big. So I'm just gonna scale the model down to what I think would be Lego brick size. I'm not trying to be like super accurate with it. God dang it, come on. I don't know, something like that. Maybe a little smaller, I don't know. We can delete the figure. And I'm gonna show you how I get this set up in Octane. So let's go ahead and save this. Cool. So Octane, right? Let me go ahead and dock this. These little like these 3 horizontal lines. I can click and drag those. Load my scene. All right. So we it's bringing this in as a bunch of instances, and it looks like this one is flipped around the wrong way, which is interesting because it's never done that to me before, but that's okay. I'll click that. Let's just do a little 180 on this guy. Maybe it was that way in Studio, but that's all right. Let's make things look a little nice first. All right. Materials. We're gonna convert the materials. It's gonna convert. Well, I guess you gotta select them first. Materials. Convert materials. We'll go octane, and then I'll just do materials. Remove unused, and that'll keep it as octane. I'm gonna make a quick plane real quick. Yeah, that's fine. And set up an HDRI. We're gonna make HDRI environment, octane sky. You can do materials, or rather objects, HDRI environment. You can load whatever one you want in here, but I use the HDRI link from Grayscale Gorilla. If you go to the environment tag, you can drag the texture channel here into the environment tag, and then when you click on the environment tag, you can open the Grayscale Gorilla Plus library, hop into here, and we can choose whatever ones we want. I made these HDRIs. Are they in here? Did I drop them in here? HDRI, Manhattan Nights, Polygon, Personal. Yes, I did. So I made these HDRIs in Shinjuku and Golden Guy, right? And they're these like night street HDRI environments. They're on my Patreon. I have a whole post about my Japan trip and I guess what I would call creative recovery. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about that right now because I was not in a good place last year. Let's change this to linear. Let's see, is this HDRI working all right? Yeah. Let's get the, let's go into the model. And let's adjust these materials. So let's go to roughness. We want to take the roughness to like 0.01 or something. Specular we'll take up to 1. Just gotta do a little bit of work on the materials, that's all. Next, I'm going to make a translucent material, this clear one. Yeah, let's set this guy up. This should be correct here. Instead of glossy, we want it to be specular. And I'm actually going to do little round edges. So I'm going to grab all these, and we're going to check round edges. I think my face is probably blocking it, but if you go to the basic little tab here, you can click round edges, and that'll add a round edges for all of the materials you have selected. We'll create round edges, and we'll go in here. I'm going to change this to accurate, and the roundness or the radius we'll do 2.5 of it. Whoa, 0.25. Even 0.15, 0.1 even. You know, something that feels right for you guys. Let's switch up our HDRI, see if we can find something a little bit better. Just going through some of my HDRI packs here. This is my abandoned HDRI pack. I don't know if I've uploaded this, to be honest. I'm gonna do, let's see, for this clear, let's try going to the common, I think fake shadows, and that might help this like see-through look just a little bit. Obviously, we have too many instances. Let's swap this. Let's try and get this with I have to go through all of these and make these editable. So if you actually I learned this the other day, if you select this object here in the viewport and then you mouse over to the objects window, you hit S and it's gonna find that piece. And essentially just, I'm gonna go through and retexture that. Honestly, you can just drag it onto the piece. That's a lot easier, isn't it? And I'm hitting C to make these editable. They're all instances. Find that. Oh, come on now. So it looks like, for some reason, it's not liking that. But we'll get there. These guys are all transparent, yes. These guys are transparent too. So I'm gonna take that transparent red and we're going to also change it to a specular material. Let's go opacity. You know, let's see if I just make a new one. If it looks a bit more correct. No, it's the same. Okay, that's fine. Specular, cool. And then let's do the transmission. We'll get this color, we'll get this tinted red. And it looks like it's still not working. I'm gonna set it to the common. We'll set the fake shadows on. Yeah, they're working. They're just very reflective. There we go. So I set the index to 1.1 and that looks a little bit better. We can go 1.01. Probably a little much, huh? 1.1 looks nice. And it's too red. So we'll go to the transmission and just take that down. Something like that. And I think we can do that same like reflectivity thing with the other clear guy. So I'll take the index to 1.1 as well. Oh my goodness, path tracing, that's why. Yeah, that looks so much better. And for our plane, we can even throw, let's see. Well, here, let me finish doing all the materials. This is making no sense to me. I don't know why. I guess that's because that is the... They're all being instanced off of that, but it's fine. I guess I'll just adjust it for all of these. Which is quite a pain, to be honest. Dude, what? Jeez. I don't know why it didn't transfer over correctly. But, you know, you roll with the punches, you know. That's close enough. That is close enough. we go. Sweet. And I still want to get... let's do a camera. Let's make a camera. Camera imager. We'll adjust the exposure a little bit. And keep going through some HDRIs here. That's fun. Oh, these studio ones look nice. I like that. You can grab the plane as well. Maybe give it a dark. Even black. That's fun. Get your depth of field going, you know, like there's a whole lot you can do here. Whole lot you can do. Surface imperfections, all that good stuff. So that's yeah, that's the Lego workflow that I've been messing with and having fun with, and I'm gonna put a whole video out at some point when it's done. It'll be done at some point. I don't know when it'll be done, but I'm working on a big video with all of this stuff. So I have a ton of locations that I want to build out and put together like a, yeah, something cool for you guys, something sweet. I'm excited about it. But let's go ahead and hop in to, let me switch over here. I'm gonna hop into this weekly challenge because the theme, we had a theme, it was a colossal, I believe, or was that last? No, it was memory. Memory is this one that we're talking about today. So, you know, there's a few winners, as you do. We'll get through the weekly winners, and then I'm going to hang out with you guys for maybe 10-15 minutes and just chat, catch up on, you know, how the last few months have been, what I've been up to, chat with you guys. Yeah, and we'll get into it. All right, so, yeah, let's hop into it. Let's hop over to the weekly side of things. All right, let me full screen this guy here so I can see what's going on. Yes, all right. So, let's begin. We're gonna go with the winners, and then we're gonna get into the honorable mentions. So the theme was memory or memories, and our first winner is Jack the Hack with this beautiful piece. I love this so much. Obviously, all of this stuff is very subjective, right? This one really spoke to me just because it felt like an old film photo that I would have taken on a trip. He said that he took this on a trip in, I believe, Italy or something. I may get the place wrong, but it's based off an old photo that he took from a trip that he went on, and I just love that lighting. It's like middle of the day. I don't know, if it really truly does feel like a memory. It feels like an old film photo, and I just love it. So congratulations, Jack the Hacker. You got 15 points towards your rank on the server. Next up, we have Lacratius. There was a few of these, or there were a few of these rather, you know, about video games and TVs and whatnot. And there are some good ones out there, and you might see one or two in the honorable mentions. But this one, of course, spoke to me the most because I was a PlayStation guy. Grew up on PlayStation. I see here, you know what? I'm gonna show you some stuff. Check it out. Check it out. Now, I'm not gonna dig all the way into it, but I see you got Metal Gear Solid down there. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I actually picked this one up in Japan. Tekken 3, all in Japanese. I'm loving it. I got some Crash Bandicoot and some Spyro down there too. Some Crash Team Racing I see you got in your drawer here in your render. I love it so much. And this one really spoke to me because it did remind me of going to my grandpa's place and we would bring the PS1 because I was like, there's nothing to do at my grandpa's place except mow the lawn. I feel like we were just always mowing the lawn perpetually at my grandpa's place. I was like, you know what? I'm bringing the PS1 this time. I'm bringing Crash Team Racing. I'm bringing Crash Bash. And we would just, this is crazy actually. This is right when the internet was a thing. And we would go onto the dial-up internet, his dial-up internet, and download. We would go to supercheats.com and we would print out just like pages and pages of cheat codes for Crash Bandicoot. And it was the best. The PlayStation and the TV was like set up in our room right next to the pull-out couch. So I see you have like the covers here. It's right next to a bed of some sort. Dude, this is great. This one I loved. So congratulations, Scouty. You're next, bud. You hopped in with me. We built Legos together, and you're winning the weekly challenge. I love this, man. Beautiful environment. Love the center framing. Love the lighting. Love the composition. We're rewatching Avatar: Last Airbender, and the Wang Shitong's Library in season 2 was like one of my favorite episodes. It's creepy. It's super cool. It's like very adventurous, and I totally get those vibes from this right here. It takes me back to one of my favorite games of all time, Hyper Light Drifter, where there is a big old massive library in that game as well, and I wonder if they did reference it from Avatar. I wonder. But yeah, I don't know, man. Massive libraries is super cool. Feels very dreamy as well. Like you don't know if it's reality or not. But I would love to be in this place. I think it's cool. Congrats, Scouty, on the win. 15 points towards your rank. Next up, we got Tubby Buddy. With this one here, this is a cool little like advertisement of some sort. Looks like a show or something, or an ad you would see on the side of the street. But I love this. I love the lighting. I love that you took a different approach to it. And this whole like fluid sim you have in the brain coming out, it's super cool. I love it. I love your lighting. I love your colors. Cool pose too. Big fan. Congrats, Tubby Buddy. And finally we have Under with this one, and this is disgusting. This is gross. This totally reminds me of there's a Silent Hill game. Maybe it's Silent Hill 2. I don't know. It feels very Silent Hill-ish. But there's a hole in her face, and it's like leaking and spilling out into the floor. That is disgusting. Not good. Not good. She had some bad memories, all right? Also, the table, classic, man. Reminds me of Quixel Bridge. I remember using Quixel Bridge back in the day. I'm just kidding. I use it a lot. But congrats, Under. Good stuff. We have a few honorable mentions, right? Just because you didn't win doesn't mean your art was cool and it didn't speak to me. So I want to shout out some people. Each one of these guys gets 5 points towards their rank on the server. And of course, if you participated in the weekly challenge, you get 1 point. And we level up. We level up on the Discord server. Links down below if you guys want to participate in these things. We'll do a Lego one. I mean, as soon as we can do the next one, we do them every week. We're doing a Lego one, all right? Because it's a blast, right? But honorable mentions. First off, we got Bean Whipped. Now, this one's special, okay? Usually we just keep it to 3D renders only, all right? But Bean Whipped, he had some family members pass away. We got his 2 uncles on the left here and his twin brother on the right. And he drew them in memory of them. And I thought, we should shout him out here on the live stream and just pay our respects, because clearly he loved them. This is an amazing picture he put together. Incredible detail, incredible work, and I'm sorry for your loss. And I hope, it's one of the toughest things to go through, losing a loved one. So, shout outs to them. They seem like cool dudes. Next up, we have Can Syrian. And this is what I was talking about. The other one. And technically, I like the lighting a little bit better in this one. I think there's a little bit more details. But again, the other one spoke spoke to me a little bit more. Not to say that this one is better or worse. I love it. That's all I'm trying to say is I love it. Really great render quality, awesome lighting, really nice models you have here. Good setup. It's tough to recreate a messy room, and you did a good job here. So I wanted to shout you out there. We got Ina next. This one, I love this one. It's stylized. I love the colors. Like the colors you chose here were very, very deliberate, and I think you did a solid job. Another great example of a messy room that actually looks messy. And I just love those pastels, and feels so soft and like a commercial or something. Yeah, it's a cool look. It's a really, really cool look. Next we have Frodo. This one is great. You know, as often as I could, I would go urban exploring with friends, a lot with my buddy Brett. And this was when we were in Atlanta. And Atlanta is an old city, right? And there's a lot of old abandoned buildings. And we would go around and we would explore and take photos and dress up in costumes and film little videos. And it really brought me back to that time. And this lighting in particular is very dreamy to me. I don't know why this not overcast, but golden hour lighting is so dreamy. But I don't know. When you think of some old past memory, golden hour, you know, that it's that's the lighting that kind of pops up in my head, at least. Maybe this is just me, but it feels like a dream. It really does feel like a dream. And I think Inception probably did a good job kind of burrowing that into my mind, because I remember that like cafe scene when everyone looked at Leo, and I think it was a weird orange golden hour vibe there too, and it was dreamy. It was a dream, I think. Yeah, it's weird how that works. Next up we have Sci-Fi, I guess is their name. This is super cool. I love it. Love the detail. Love the colors, the composition, the render quality is all there for me. Again, huge gamer, so I thought this one was really cool, really awesome, and wanted to shout you out as well. Voice of Fear is next. This one is really sweet. I like this angle. I like the wide angle lens. I like your color. I like your composition. 2 notes for you though. 1, you have some cards, some floating cards up on the ceiling. You definitely want to fix that. Get your textures in there. 2nd, this giant space on the left, this dark space on the left, I feel like it's blocking a lot of the image, and it really is, I think, clashing with the focal point, which is the character. I think if you would have pushed that giant block further out to the right and moved the character and the focal point out to the right, and kind of done a weird off-center kind of thing, I think that could have been cool. But it's just off balance for me. It's out of balance. So I would either take that drawer and push it back a little further. But otherwise, I love your color. I love your scene. I love your composition. And I think just those couple things could help you. This other one is called You Became Nothing But a Memory. So I don't know who this is. That's why it's important to name your stuff. Important to name your file as your Discord name. That way I can shout you out, and that way you can get your points, okay? You don't want to miss out. I thought this was a super cool idea. You know, yeah, the textures could have been, you know, up to here or there, but whatever. I just thought the idea was super cool. Cool enough that I had to shout you out. I thought it was pretty darn unique. You know, cluttered mind kind of a thing. But also it's very artsy. It's very beautiful looking. So in this person's mind, they have a lot of good memories perhaps. But I love it. I love that texture. I love like the actual texture, like how it feels. The way it's broken up with all of this coming out the back of his head here. The room, I feel like, yeah, I don't know what that floor is. I don't know if that's like untextured something. Looks like the walls are made of marble. Looks like he's made of marble maybe, but I don't know what the floor is made out of. Some crown molding could help you on the bottom. Some trim could really help you as well. Maybe a tile floor, black tile floor. Reflective black tile floor, I think would actually be sick with all of that greenery coming out the back of this character's head. I think would look sick. And is that it? I think that's it, guys. Congratulations to the winners. Congrats to the honorable mentions. And if you participated even, congratulations to you as well. We do these every week. Once again, we got the Discord link for you down in the description. If you want to join us on these weekly challenges, please. It's free to hop in, and it's a good time. It's a great way to practice your craft and hang out. And when I stream, we do these. Usually, I'll just do a little video for the weekly challenge every week to shout out the winners. But yeah, it's fun to do it on the stream. So I'm chilling for the next 15 minutes with you guys, hanging out. We can talk about whatever. So hit me with questions if you guys have any questions. Man, I get a haircut today. I am so excited. So excited for this haircut. It has been too long. I wear this hat like every day. Pretty much wear the same clothes every day, guys. I got the same 3-4 pairs of pants in different colors. I got the same, t-shirts basically. And this darn hat. I love this hat. But the main reason I wear it is because I'm lazy and I don't want to do my hair, and my hair doesn't look good. That's why I do it. Like, look at this. Oh, boy. Boy, oh boy. So I get a haircut today at 5 o'clock. Very excited about that. Very, very excited about that. Hit me with the questions, y'all. At pwnisher in the chat. I'll hang out for the next 15. I went to Japan. We got back 2 weeks ago. My goodness, was that the best. I love Japan. I've been there. This is my 3rd trip this time around, and I was actually able to use the language because I've been studying for the last 3 years, and I finally was able to use it every single day. And it felt like I had learned an instrument and never able to play it until 2 weeks ago. So that was cool. It was really cool. It was definitely like elementary level language skills here, but I was able to chat with locals and ask a bunch of questions and get around. It was fun. It was very fun and very peaceful. My goodness, you guys know. I don't know if you followed me at Corridor or whatever. You guys know I'm all about taking breaks and chilling out and taking the time necessary to recover, because we can't just work all day. And I learned that lesson every year. I burnt out the first year. I kind of rebooted my YouTube channel, and that was rough. And I made a video. I called it "We Can't Live Off of Snacks." That was the name of the video, and I talk about how I'm burning out. I gotta slow down. I gotta post less. I thought posting less was the answer, and I was kind of getting there. I was kind of getting towards what ultimately was the right answer for me. At the time, it was post less and work on larger projects that I'm really passionate about. And I was getting onto something. I was onto something. But the next year, this is last year, okay? We're halfway through. We're in June now. But last year, come the end of the year, I burnt out again, a second time. And I'm like, man, why did I burn out again? This is really weird. I thought that I did everything I had to do. I thought posting less and working on the passion projects was helpful. And yes, it's helpful, but why? Why did I burn out again? It's rough. Oh, Wonders, you're getting a haircut too? That's awesome, dude. Heck yeah. That's great. And I was like, what the heck, man? And maybe I already talked about this on the stream. I feel like I've talked about this a bunch of times with friends. Yeah, The Artist's Way and The Creative Act. I did talk about this on the stream. I read those 2 books, and man, that opened my eyes to so much. I didn't realize that I had an unhealthy approach to creating. And honestly, a lot of it has to do with YouTube. It's really annoying. It sucks how that works out, right? But YouTube is constantly like, they're gonna let you know as soon as your video doesn't do as well. Like it ranks you immediately. And that is not good for creativity. And it makes it a competition, not just with yourself, but with the algorithm, with everyone else. And I realized it is like running a YouTube channel is not the most conducive and healthy way to be creative. But that can be said for any, like, let's say take a musician for example, and they're working on albums and releasing albums to the world, and let's say an album blows up, right? And it does really well. They're gonna feel pressure, like I feel pressure, to continue doing what other people love. And that's real tricky. That is really, really tricky. You start chasing what you think other people want you to do, and because it's worked in the past, right? And you start going down a path that is not your path. And it might be someone else's path, or your idea of someone else's idea of what you think would be cool. It's messed up. You can't create that way. You really have to focus on what you think is cool. And I think if you listen to that, this is what I'm learning right now. This is what I'm trying to practice here. If I can really hone in on what I think is cool, not what I think other people want me to make, that's the best way to create. Really, it's the only way to create. It's not to get views. It's not to make a living. It's not to make money. It's not to get popular. It's not even to make masterpieces. Like the best thing, like obviously that is the goal. You want to do that, but you have to be okay with making stuff that's not good as well. And I think I want to put out the most polished stuff possible on my YouTube channel. Everything I do, whatever I post, whatever I create, I want it to be the best it can be. And you set such a high standard. I set such a high standard for myself that it's hard to like top it. It's hard to beat it. And I think just that mindset alone is tricky. It's very tricky. I'm actively kind of shutting myself down. Like, oh, that idea is not good enough because of X, Y, and Z. I'm not even going to do it. But no, I think being as open and as free as possible to make whatever you want without rules, without anyone's input. What's the best thing I think I could make? And that's been my goal here, and understanding that it's okay if I don't post every 2 weeks or month even. It's more important that I'm just as healthy as possible creatively, and just as a person too, because I think they go hand in hand. Being a person living life and being creative for me is the same thing. So the healthier I am, the healthier you guys are to yourself, the better art you're gonna make. You don't have to follow trends. You just stick to what you love, and there's gonna be people who are gonna love what you love too. And I'm learning this, and I'm trying to be okay. Oh, I didn't post on this day. I hadn't streamed in a long time. I kind of need to not worry about that, And now, with that being said, with all that being said, this year has been one of the best years creatively and life-wise, because again, they're the same for me. In a while since I started my YouTube channel, I think since maybe the very beginning. It reminds me of right when I rebooted my channel 3 years ago. And I had so much stuff that I was excited to put out, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. And I'm cooking, I'm baking it, and I got all these ideas that I'm really amped about. And whether they make, whether you guys like them, whether they get views or not, is out of my control. I have no control over that. All I can control is how often I step up to work on the art, and I can obviously make the art good, right? I can try and make it as good as I can, but there's a process to it, right? And that's where the creative act, that Rick Rubin book, comes in. He talks all about the process, the creative process, and it's so cool. I never really thought about it in the way that he brought it up in this book, which is you go about life and you have all these, what he calls seeds, and they're all like idea starters. They're all sparks of an idea. And I have a little thing on my phone, it's just called Seeds, and I split them up into music, movies, writing, whatever, right? And I'll put them down there, and anytime I'm like, I need an idea, or not even I need an idea, it's like the more seeds that you gather, the more excited you'll be to, like, you have a big list of exciting things to do. and you go through and you mine them. You essentially like push them, you experiment with a seed, you see what it can grow into, and if you chop it off too early, that's not the point. The point is to let it grow and see where it goes naturally. When you get to that point, you let it grow naturally, you let these ideas come about naturally, and you kind of, yeah, say you have an idea for a video. What are all the different ways you could do it? What are all the different ways? You know, it's not just one way, it's a bunch of different ways. Let's try experimenting with X, Y, and Z with no pressure. That's another thing, is pressure is not good for creativity. So like deadlines is really tough to be creative and open and experimental with a deadline is very difficult. And I think that's what the whole YouTube schedule thing is so difficult, is like, oh, I have to post. There's no time to create. There's no time to innovate. There's no time to experiment. So I don't. And I end up just like not being as amped about it as I would be if I had taken the pressure away and experimented and come like, that's how this Lego stuff came about. You know, I found this book that I talked about at the beginning of the stream here. I loved the way this looked. I bought it on the spot, and I got an idea to make a video with this kind of stuff. And when I went to Japan, I had this idea in mind, and I shot a bunch of footage without worrying whether it's gonna be in the video or not. I just shot a bunch of footage, and you know, came back and kind of went through the footage and did a little edit, figured out what worked, what didn't. And I'm still open. I'm still as open, trying to be as open as possible. And there's no schedule for this video either. I'm just having fun with it, and we'll see when it's done. It'll be done when it's done. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, I don't know. That was kind of a tangent there. Ronan, peace out, man. Thanks for joining me. Hope you had a good time. Let's check the chat. I know I said hit me with your questions, so let's go through and hit with the questions. What's my favorite photo that I took while in Japan and why? All right, Alex, you brought it up. Let's do it. I'm gonna show you my film photos from Japan. I got them developed recently. So let me show these to you guys. I'm pull them up here. I can kind of go through them pretty quickly. There's about 70 photos. I won't take too long with it, but there's a couple bangers in there. You know, they're not all great, but let's see what we got. So these are all taken on a Holga. It's a plastic camera. It's in the other room. It's a $40 camera, all right? This is a $40 plastic film camera, medium format film camera. They all come out as like square 1:1 ratio format here. You can do color, black and white, XYZ. The whole camera's plastic, including the lens, the glass, everything. And there's only f8 or f11 for the aperture. There's only 1/100 or bulb, which is you hold it down for as long as you want for the shutter speed. The film stock, which is technically your ISO, is baked into like whatever film you buy. That's it. Oh, and focus. The focus is person, a few people, a lot of people, or a mountain. That's all you have for focus. And you're not even looking into what you're seeing. You're looking into a rangefinder, which is just like an approximation. It's just a piece of glass looking through. That's it. So it's kind of random almost, and you kind of, you know, you take some practice. But this is my first run through. We found this blue penguin bakers and in Takayama. See, some of these didn't turn out right. This one's a little blurry, but it's cool. I like it. This was in Takayama as well, which is like between Tokyo. It's like a triangle between Tokyo, Kyoto, and Takayama. And it's a very small town. If you saw the movie Your Name, the girl from the movie Your Name is from Takayama, and that's how we found out about it. This was my second time in Takayama. This one I love, the color on this, and also I just need to crop it, but yeah, that'll be a cool one. If you guys recognize this, that was the train reference that we were working with. This place is called Shirakawa-go. This is Shirakawa is outside, an hour outside of Takayama, and it's this ancient place. These old thatched roof buildings are just incredible. You know, of course, they're farming here, and they have more modern houses next to these like ancient thatched roof houses, which is really cool. Great reference here. And you guys may recognize this too. I showed you at the beginning, but this is like that little altar. I got a few more here. Let's see. Yeah, this is more Shirakawa-go. And this was actually like a tea and coffee place. We went down there and we got some amazing curry. It was crazy. So good. The flowers here are crazy too. It was springtime when we went, and it's right up in this like little valley. Big old forest behind it. So beautiful. Yeah, and I just love shooting film. I got back into it too. You know, I stopped shooting film for the longest time, but this trip got me back in. This is straight, okay, so this place is, you might think they're similar, but this place is for real. People live here. People live in these houses, all right? This place is in Takayama proper, and it is a open air museum. They brought these buildings in from different parts of Japan to, you know, as a museum. They built this place out, which is crazy. And it was basically like Kakariko Village if you guys are playing Zelda right now. It's literally real life Kakariko Village, which is so cool. And I went into this like, I've been making a lot of ambient music recently this year. And I was like, you know what? This thing shoots 1:1 square format, so I'm gonna just try and get a bunch of like album art photos. So that was fun. Let's see, what else do we got here? This is Cinestill 800T, 800 tungsten. And at this point I was like overexposing, I think. This was a sumo match. If you guys look closely, you can see, yeah, sumo match here. Everyone's lined up. Pretty cool. This is at the Ghibli Museum, outside the Ghibli Museum in Mitaka. This was the walk toward the Ghibli Museum. Beautiful park there. I bought some treats from this woman here. I took a picture, but it's, yeah, I didn't, this was like right at the beginning of the trip when I was still learning the camera. We did go-karts through Tokyo, which was so cool. It was an hour ride go-kart session, Mario Kart through Tokyo, and it was the best. If you guys are gonna go to Tokyo, or if you're gonna go to Japan, check out Monkey Kart. That's the service. Those are the guys who put it together. Yeah, check out Monkey Kart. It was super fun. Yeah, I love these shots. So much fun. It's another underexposed one. This should have been better. This is just some people chilling. This guy, I asked this guy if I could take a picture of him. He was sitting in this garage, and I guess I double exposed. I forgot to wind the film, so it stacked both images on top of each other. Maybe there's something salvageable here. It's a pretty cool look now that I'm looking at it on the computer. Yeah, a little crop, a little distort, a little warp. Get this all squared up, looking nice. I think there could be something here. Album art-wise, I don't know. I love this one too. It's just the color. The 800 tungsten is one of the best film stocks. It's by a company called Cinestill, and what they do is they take motion picture film and they convert it to film photography. So 35 millimeter, 120 millimeter, medium format. If you guys are into shooting film, this is all like motion picture film, very Blade Runner looking kind of stuff. They have a black and white stock, but the 800T is my favorite. We got more stuff, you know. Album art. Monkeys. Look at this baby monkey. Look at this little baby monkey right here. This is in Kyoto, Monkey Park. They're chilling. Little baby monkey learning how to climb. So cute. This little guy. And it's funny, they put you in a cage. right? So these monkeys are roaming free, but you're in this little hut in this house here, and you go in, and then you feed them, and they're like, give me more food, give me more food. It's hilarious. This place is also in Kyoto. This is a moss temple. It's called Kokedera Moss Temple. And it's like 1,000-year-old like little moss forest. And they have you like write a bunch of like calligraphy before you do this thing to like get your mind right. You know, you got to prepare for the forest, and then they send you on this walk around the forest, around the lake, which is just beautiful. And these pictures don't capture the beauty of this place. But yeah, I love this photo. This guy was like sweeping up all the leaves, and there's this boat out here. This is one of my favorite shots. Just this old man observing, I don't know, a rock or something. A little underexposed, but honestly, I like the look. I can push it later because these are high res. I think these are JPEGs, huh? That's the Moss Temple in Kyoto. This is more thatched roof business. I was planning on just cropping out this tree, so it's just like a kind of half and half image. This is back in Takayama, in that open air museum. This is all the open air museum. This woman, oh my goodness, so this is in Takayama. This is the morning market in Takayama on the river. It's beautiful. And I actually photographed this woman like on my last trip 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years ago, maybe even 6, I don't know. And she was still there. And I showed her the picture of her from before that I took before, and she was like, "Oh my god, I'm so young." So I took another one of her. It was cool to see the contrast. Yeah, some kids just chilling. This is what basically this right here is behind this, right? And this is, if you tilt up, that's what you're gonna see here. This is in Takayama. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. This is on our way. We drove from Tokyo to Takayama, and this was one of the views. This one is crazy. So this was basically, that's a walkway. This is a bridge, believe it or not. A miniature, like 1 foot, not even 1 foot, I'm like literally your foot wide bridge, a maintenance bridge over a river. But yeah, this was again towards the beginning of the trip when I was still figuring out my like exposure. Some blurry Tokyo. Got one more. This one I love. I love the, you know, I always wind your film forwards so that you're ready to take a shot. So I was walking down just this beautiful place. It's called Kibune, I think, in Kyoto. It's like 15-minute drive north of Kyoto. And it's just a road like this that just goes up into the mountain, and there's a river that runs along the it runs down the mountain, and they have all these restaurants built over the river. It's crazy. So you're like sitting down enjoying tea and like watching a waterfall. But this guy was just passing. I was like, oh, perfect. A little underexposed, you know, but it is what it is. This is in Kyoto, on the river at around golden hour. And none of these really were the one, you know. I was waiting for someone to bike by. And you see everyone, there's every one of these I'm waiting for someone to bike by or walk by, but none of them really were it, and that's fine. You know, they let me take a picture of them by the what is it, the pagoda. Probably would have framed it a little bit different, but you know, it's okay. This was the Kiyomizudera Temple in Kyoto, and that's the most popular temple ever. It was maxed out, ridiculous. And that's it. Yeah, that was the Japan trip. So to answer your question, probably the shot of the old man standing and looking out over, looking at that rock. That might have been my favorite shot. This one is great too. I like this one as well. But yeah, it was just fun to shoot film again, honestly. All right, let's see. Any other questions? Read any good books recently? You know, I read there was a book it was called Street of a Thousand Blossoms, and it was a book about a sumo wrestler, and I picked it up because we were gonna watch a sumo match in Japan. So I picked it up to like get a little bit of insight on what sumo is like, so that I have a better appreciation for the match. I got about halfway through, watched the match, and then the match gave me a better appreciation for the book. It was a pretty good book. The characters were amazingly written, felt like they were real. Of course, the creative act by Rick Rubin, The Artist's Way. Her name is something Cameron, Julie Cameron, I think. That's absolutely incredible. It's like a workbook, creative workbook that you do once a day, and it breaks up into like 12 weeks. And that really helped me kind of, I don't know, reintegrate and get creative again. I felt like I was creatively stifled, and that really helped me. That's what I'm working on now. I'm reading a book called Seven Eves by Neil Stephenson at the moment. It's like a sci-fi book. The opening sentence is, "The moon blew up without warning, and for no reason at all." Yeah, that's how the book starts. That's the first sentence. So good. Let's see. Ah, Wondrous. Okay, so you feel it too. You said when your Backrooms videos blew up, you got tired of making them, so you switched to making videos you like doing. Yeah, it's tough. Styles Morales, what's up, man? Thanks for the kind words. Oh, Ben, okay, so if an idea for a project suddenly becomes much less interesting, how do you get yourself excited about it again? That's a good question. So, I don't know. And there's probably not a right answer for this, but here's what might happen is maybe you've moved on past the idea, you know. Maybe you're a different person every day you wake up, right? You're a different person the next week, the next month, the next year. So you may have had an idea X amount of days ago, weeks, months, years ago, that was so exciting to you, and it's just not really there for you anymore. And that's okay. That just means you have kind of grown or changed. The idea itself also may not have been as awesome as you may have thought it was to you when you first came up with it too. So there's that. So I don't know, if it's not exciting to you anymore, then it's just not exciting to you anymore, and that's okay. You know, we change with the days. So if nothing's exciting to you anymore now, then that's a different thing. But another thing you could do is you could take that idea and you can start asking questions about it, like how could I do that? What was exciting to me originally about this? And you can just write about that. I think that would be helpful in trying to find the core of what was exciting to you originally about that, and kind of journaling to yourself, maybe talking it out with a friend, and then figuring out, you know, maybe I am still excited about this because, you know, I broke it down and I figured out what it is that I'm excited about, or, you know, I think this originally excited me, not so excited about it anymore, and that's okay. Let's see. Roman, hey, what's up, man? From Ukraine, nice, dude. You started learning Unreal Engine 5 and watching my tutorials. That's great. Congrats, man. Keep it up. Stay safe out there. Hopefully you and your family are doing all right. Oli Reza, thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Guys, I think that's it. I think we're going to call it there. Thank you for joining me. I had a blast. That was truly a good time building out that Lego train with y'all. I'm excited to keep building out Lego stuff. I got a cool video coming out. I don't know when it'll be, but you know, keep an eye out for it. In the meantime, weekly challenge is running right now. We got a challenge going on this week. Check the Discord link below. We're gonna do a Lego one next. As soon as it's probably next week, because I think the weekly challenge is already decided for this upcoming week. But we're doing Lego next time. Check out Bricklink. It's cool. Again, not sponsored. I'm just a big fan of it. I discovered it in trying to recreate these Legos, and yeah, it's a cool program. Very, very fun. Pretty darn addicting, actually. So have fun with it. Yeah, have a good time. If you're trying to bring those collada files into C4D, I got that converter for you in the description as well. And of course, if you guys want to support me, more videos like this, I do have a Patreon as well, so go check that out. I got 2 tiers, $5 community tier, $30 pro tier. Pro tier gets access to all my assets that I ever put out. I know it's not as frequent, it's not updated daily like a Quixel bridge or anything, but you know, there's a good chunk of stuff uploaded in there asset-wise. So yeah, go check it out. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything. I'll catch you soon. I don't know exactly when, but you know, I'll be cranking on stuff, and I'll see you on the Discord, right? And what else? I think that's about it, guys. You know, community challenge, the new community challenge. I don't know what the idea is yet, but I have some ideas, and that's gonna be in August. Okay, working month is in August, so yeah, keep hanging out, keep doing these weeklies, keep having fun. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out. Later, y'all.